Jamaica, even though we remember equally tonight, that Auntie Claudette needs the help for her daughter and her grandson and for the legal things that needs to be done. How much we reach tonight on the GoFundMe? And I'm asking all of the bloggers to work and help me to get to at least 20,000 for Auntie Claudette. Hello, good night.
So ladies and gentlemen, I want to like up the live. And for those who know Andre Stevens, I'm sorry for my focus right now, it is what it is. But yes, you heard the man. This is the number to contact, ladies and gentlemen, to help out his family that tragically has lost her daughter. So you can get all the information to donate. Alright, she needs our support. You understand? So please make sure you go ahead and do that. The numbers are right there on the screen. Like I said, take down the number, contact Andre, and take it from there. Alright, now let's get into the video, ladies and gentlemen, because I saw the JLP put out a statement that they are confident in their achievements, and they laid them out, their so-called achievements after 9 years. And let me tell you something, I was going to go live tonight and I was going to do exactly what you're about to hear from Andre Stevens. Maybe not in the same capacity, but what the knowledge that I have of all the crazy stuff, that all the reasons why you should not vote for this party in the next coming election. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you listen to Andre. Please remember, this video is entitled Remember What Them Do to Uno. Ladies and gentlemen, take sleep, mark death. Alright guys, so remember, follow me on Instagram, like and share the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and remember that the donation links for my page personally is right there on the screen, the Cash App and the PayPal. Alright, again, I apologize for my vocals. That's why, man, I don't know, I have to get some hot tea or something, or some warm honey or something. But enough about me. Let's get into this epic one from Andre Stevens. My God, listen to this.
The PNP are going against, the JLP, the PNP going against Holness. The PNP going against Holness. Because once you take down Holness, you take down everything over there. Because not one of them makes sense. So once you take down Holness, the entire structure fall. The poll from Don Anderson is showing tonight, Courtney, that the PNP across the length and breadth of Jamaica is 7.8%. 7.8%. You hear me, Mr. Courtney? The poll is showing 7.8%. That's not normal, Courtney. 7.8%. So basically 8%. Yes. The margin of error is 3%. So the PNP has a 5% advantage nationally. And if the PNP keeps going, hey, Holness, not even the money where you go out in an independence through solidarity. No amount of money you push out, no amount of feel good you go push out in. Because here is his strategy, Courtney and Jamaica. Listen to his strategy tonight, Jamaica. Listen to his strategy. His strategy is to celebrate chairman of CARICOM. Then him start, go around the island and talk about, then go in at the independence celebration. Use the independence to talk about nationalism and feel good and go in a stadium. And then keep big street dance and out how much thousands of dollars to people. And think that what Jamaica. I want you all to put on your binoculars. I want you all to keep, like when they ask up on the track, Courtney. And una go put on the blinkers with me, Jamaica. Una go hold it when you see them come flourish only with the 20,000. When them come with the 50,000. When them come with the gravel. When them come with the cement. When them come with the plywood. When them come with the block. When them come with the zinc. When them come with the flat screen. Take it. Me not say uno fi take in Jamaica. Take in, uno fi take in. But uno not go put no hand in no black ink. Una naga put in a hand in a black ink. So if they say if you take your hand and put in a hand, tell them you don't want it. Shun the very appearance. Shun Jamaica. Shun the very appearance.
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need.
Shun them. You hear what I said tonight, Jamaica? You have a duty to shun them. Remember, Jamaica. How many of your children have suffered through this public education system? Remember the bad road. How much transport people, taxi men, front end, back end. Your vehicles have been mashed up over the last 9 years because of bad road. Remember, Jamaica? The kind of water distribution that you have not gotten in this country for the last 9 years. Remember, Jamaica? How many of your children and your mothers have died because the public healthcare system in this country has killed them? Remember, Jamaica, how they treated you. Remember, Jamaica, the kind of insults they have granted to you over the 9 years. Remember, Jamaica. Remember the Ecoy Collie farm. Remember how they removed giving you information about the status. Remember they said Judge or Maker. Remember how many of your children. Remember how much on the belly pee. And remember mothers of this country. Remember how many children have been abducted. Nothing has been done to rescue the children of this country. Remember the illicit aid, Jamaica. Remember how we bawl. Remember how we holler. Remember how much of us hungry. And feed them belly full. Them pot a boil, Jamaica. Shun them. Remember how you were locked down. You were to get the COVID money. Where they only give you 10,000 and they collected trillions of dollars. Remember, Jamaica. Remember how they mashed down people's house. Remember the sex offenders registry. How them protect the sex offenders registry. Remember, Jamaica. Remember, Jamaica. Shun the very appearance of evil. Remember how they tried to change the Constitution. Remember how they tried to change the Integrity Commission. Remember he carried the Integrity Commission to court. Remember his wealth is uncertified. And many of you as public servants in this country, if you get something, the government won't know how you get it. But him have 28 bank account, Jamaica.
What can go so?
Remember the man took the entire IC to court, the Integrity Commission to court. He wants to change the law to struck down illicit enrichment. Remember Stocks and Security Limited. Remember SSL, where they take up on the money, put in an investment. Remember the used car deal. Remember Airports Authority money where them put in a. Where that one then here? First Rock, remember Jamaica, they took 300% increase.
Help. We see out of the letter.
We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights.
Remember Petrojam, Jamaica. Remember Royal Reed, Jamaica. Remember Probox $2,000. Remember then take up Dennis Strong figure clean them up. Nasty. Remember, Jamaica. Remember the fertilizer. Remember the $1,000 cake, US cake. Remember Grace McLean. Remember Jamaica, no oxygen was in the hospitals. Remember Jamaica, no ventilators in the hospitals. Remember the dead baby scandal, Jamaica. Remember the Blue Lagoon. Remember the beaches that them taken off, Jamaica.
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the.
Jamaica, remember they have not released the Kroll report that millions of US dollars was paid for. Remember Jamaica, lest you forget Jamaica. Remember the feces in the water, Jamaica.
No, cat. Tomorrow Labor Day.
Yes, Jamaica. So if you have selective memory or if you suffer from dementia tonight, remember how they went and usurped, carried back the DPP. Remember Nzinga King, where Paula said what? Nzinga never cut off her ear and the police wasn't prosecuted. Remember Clifton, he mashed down the house and said to us, say, PNP gangster. And when the reality came, one teacher in a constituency did sell the house them illegally. Remember Jamaica, Petrojam. Remember the $80 million where them did find in the house. Remember the drill. Remember the $31 million drill, Jamaica.
Help. We hear the
We
Bvrclips.
need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights.
Remember Jamaica, them lockdown in the Pitney state of emergencies. Remember the $3 trillion unaccounted for. Remember billions, 830 billion unaccounted for in the Ministry of Health. No.
Time come. Some are go charge for corruption.
Remember Jamaica, how them lock you down. Remember Market Me got a multi-million dollar preferential contract.
What can go so?
Remember CMU Jamaica. Remember Grace McLean. Remember Ruel Reid. Remember how them take out the nutrition products limited. Suffer poor people in the country. Suffer the little pitney them from eating. Remember them take out reading in our schools, Jamaica.
All out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything.
Remember Dwayne Smith get $2 billion contract to feed the hospital and the nurse them eat crackers and steal cheese. Remember Dwayne Smith who another one $20 million and he say what Courtney in car recalling owe the 21 million. Remember Cornwall Regional Hospital.
What can go so?
It changed from 2 billion to 27 billion, Jamaica. Remember how them come in from the Maroons. Remember them did want to take where the Maroon land them. Remember, oh God, eternal Father, will we stand against evil?
Help. We hear the
We
Bvrclips.
need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people. We are so far.
Remember the Samora Agreement. Remember them secretly take millions from the US to promote LGBT. I read in a school, do you remember? Remember them take off the rafters, them in a Ochi rafters, White River rafters. Remember.
What can go so?
Remember Tufton Son carrying the plastic rice pound. Remember James Robertson and Otney Lawrence carrying the amount of imported onion and Irish potato pound. Remember the lumber. Maroons, remember the lumber.
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything.
Remember the Mumba grass, they call Samuda them. Remember the Mumba grass. Remember. Oh, you know what me remind you tonight, Jamaica? This call for reverse the curse and reverse the order. Jamaica, we need to reverse this curse. Remember the 200 million worth of fertilizer. Remember the backside. Remember Jamaica, the aisle where them no want. Remember the imported ice from Arbin Hill. Remember weed people down at Anchovy and Westmoreland. The imported cannabis.
How when it comes up, send it back. Every evil arrow, anywhere he come from, send it back. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we send it back. Reverse the curse, reverse the order.
Jamaica. Yes, good night, caller.
Yes, good night, Andrew. Sorry for your call, but 2 points. The first one, the poll, to me, it look worse to the labor right than that way you think, because the average, what does average mean?
Caller.
Me not sure.
Caller, what I always tell you, say, read the room. You always say that, but here's what me I say. You know, remember, say me I go down memory lane, my friend. Me
Yeah.
go down memory lane. But wait now, my friend. If me a go down memory lane, you should have called me for remind me about two things to know. Not call me about the pool. Call about the pool another time when me get back on that, my friend. Read the room now. Not slow down the energy tonight, my friend. Keep with me now. Remember, call in and remind me. Call me know me talk nothing up with me. And remind. Your duty have to remind me about something when me not mention. Alright. God bless you, my friend. Hello, good night.
Remember the ship workers, them will come and Falmouth
Yes.
and them accept it. Antoine them way and they accept the Ochi cruise ship.
Remember the ship workers in a COVID when they never take up. Remember the picnic them where they did a sort of off in a Ukraine and a Mark Gold in it to make sure they get back in the island.
What can go so?
Remember Bustamante with Shaggy Money. You remember with Shaggy Money? Never good them. You remember what them do with Shaggy Money? And to date there is no CT scan or MRI still done. Remember Jamaica. Remember Dara Wimple. Remember Sean. Hello, good night.
Good night, teacher. Because remind me today, said she could never vote for them because she remember when she have to go borrow loan to pay 400,000 for her two pitney them. Whenever have no mask and it wreck and mash her up completely, bring down her little sewing business. So we have to remind them
400,000 she have to pay for mask to get her pay
201, 200 child and the poor people them.
All right, me no. Remember. So tonight when next them come in front of you, remind them. You remember when the church sister did see him in a COVID. And remember when tell the church sister COVID was a gift from God. You remember when he did tell you that? Remember say COVID was a gift from God. Shun them.
Ball out. Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything.
Remember Fly Green when everybody locked in. Fly Green. When Fly Green did them come no movement. With him and the what's of them. Get well of them there for no movement. A party and the whole will lock in a COVID. You remember that? You remember the rooms on the beach? You remember the sweetheart deal then? You remember? Who do not remember? Children missing. Remember taxi men, the car seat. You remember Courtney, the car seat? Remember the seat belt? Remember how them take up and make it further egregious on you all? Hello, good night.
Hello, good night, Andre. Remember the warehouse where the gun them fine.
Remember the warehouse where the gun them fine for true. Remember. Remind me tonight. Remember Bobby Montague with the $300 million used car deal. Today Jamaica never get one of them car there.
Ball out. Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything.
Remember when Desmond McKenzie debushing program millions into billions. And no debushing done. Remember people are try. The tri-bridge we can't fix. Remember the whole heap of patrol them.
But where they come from? Send it back. Every evil arrow.
Remember. Hello, good night.
Remember the nurse Ed where they step up in and remember the 2D PP where they are run at once.
Remember the nurse where Ed step up in and by the man. The friend of the Prime Minister, remember Jamaica. Nurses, remember. Holness as to date has not condemned the act against the nurse. I'll know Holness no come out and condemn it. Remember Feda baby mother. Remember Feda and Ward Theater. Remember the plane loader Indian, and if we never talk, the plane loader Indian would have come. Remember Jamaica, how them dash where the Cuban doctor them. Remember Jamaica, the cook, where the white lady will come in a Baskerville and all know nobody not get arrested.
What can go so?
Remember the $400 million for the two building them. A tax office, and I'll know Jamaica we not occupy the tax office. And the 400 million has spent rent out tax office. Remember George Wright take up the stool, Courtney, and beat the woman. Remember Jamaica. Remember Jamaica, ball out and remember with me today. Hello, good night.
Good night. Remember the SSL saga. Remember the Prime Minister and declare him ashes. Remember the dead baby scandal. Julie.
All right, my friend. Remember. Oh, God.
Ball out!
Yes, caller, good night.
Good night, Andre. Remember the NEPA deal.
Remember the NEPA deal. Remember the poisoning of the River Jamaica and the deal when NEPA signed. Remember Jamaica. Hello, good night.
Good night, teacher. Remember, they call we dogs. They say, PMPR dogs. We are Jamaicans. He call us dogs.
Remember him call on a dog.
Yes.
Remember him say at the corner shop them a spread COVID. Remember corner shop people. When he come on the corner shop, tell him COVID they are dashing way.
All right.
Remember when do silent Bolt and give Bolt ambassador so that nobody talk no more about SSL. Lord, my phone a ring like hot bread. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Jamaica, make me. Hello, good night. Jamaica, even though we remember tonight, remember equally tonight that Auntie Claudette needs the help for her daughter and her grandson and for the legal things that needs to be done. How much we reach we reach tonight on the GoFundMe? And I'm asking all of the bloggers to work and help me to get to at least 20,000 for Auntie Claudette. Hello, good night.
Yes, Andre, remember the secret.
Holness. When did I say? Holness. Yeah, remind me tonight, my friend.
Remember the secret deal with the company with the oil spill. Remember say Andre, them sue the Integrity Commission to remove the actual act itself of illicit enrichment. Yeah, man, big up.
Remember Kamala Harris gave millions of dollars for the youth training, and I don't see no youth training going in the country.
So I was gonna come and address these achievements: no new taxes falls, lowest income, lowest unemployment rate, economic growth falls. I was gonna come and do all of that, but when I was listening to Andre, I say yes. Everything Andre says, pretty much you can throw all of this in the trash. Free healthcare, what, bro? Stop it. Expansion of our program. Yo, look at this stuff, man. Free houses for the needy. Oh, so the rest of us that don't have houses not needy. Yo, man, they put free healthcare. Oh yeah, expansion part program, investment increase of minimum wage over 100. Reduction of GCT. Like, look at all it, man. I just want to say shout out to Andre, man. Y'all can pause that, read that. New fire stations in history. What? Upgrade up. So what about the schools? Y'all didn't build any schools. You know, like, what? Removal of user fee of public hospitals. They really put that there? Most water projects implemented and nobody know the water. Yo, bro, that's crazy. This government is so unhinged. This is what you call desperation. This is despicable. Look at this. Oh man, look at all of this. Yo, I know one of them brothers out there. You know, like, I can't wait for Mr. Wayne Lonesome to just tear this apart. I'll be looking out for it. But I really want to thank Andre, ladies and gentlemen, for going off tonight and reminding people about all the reasons why we should vote out this Jamaica Labour Party. And I want you guys to storm up the comment section if there's anything that you guys remember that we did not remember, because I even called in. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and also, guys, remember at the front of the video the information about Andre's aunt, Andre's family. The legal fees and all of that would need help. There needs to raise 20,000 US. So we definitely need to help out with that. I'm definitely gonna do my part for sure. So again, sorry for my voice. I'm still recovering because I was arguing with some labor rights today. Some friend of mine know and giving them some history lessons, and yo, it was man stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, man. I want us to save this country from the tyranny that is about to happen. Oh, by the way, Marlon Mallow, it seems like Iran and Israel is about to start World War III. It's funny how you made that statement about if a war was to pop off, and look at where we're at with it right now. Interesting, isn't it? I always hear Talking Mind TV talk about the Matrix. Like, is it the Matrix? Is all of this planned? Is this World War III they trying to start? And somehow, coincidentally, the statements that Martin Malahou said is lining up with that, and it might happen before these elections, and then the elections are gonna pause. This is some crazy hypothetical conspiracy theory. Or is it